good evening, and welcome to the continuation of the Caution series. Tonight we'll be reading and discussing the poem Notice. Notice is taken from the 5th and 6th lines of the Caution poem. These lines read, "Take care the man that studies more, your feelings he can change." So this poem is called Notice. How well you know me. Care to speak? Yes, tell me how I feel. When I tap the song I love against the steering wheel. How about that special day your eyes begat a scene? For with that dance a pain went away, all 'cause the grass was green. Tell me this, why the kiss, when stubborn ways I show, with muttered phrases that end with miss, you know, the ones that let me know? You study me way too much, and for this I wonder, why? With forget-me-nots, that special touch, you'll know just how to lie. This poem, Notice, is about the feeling you get when a person may or may not be a lover, but this is the feeling you get when someone is just giving you more attention than you would like. You notice that they can tell you things about yourself that you've never told them, and these are intimate things that should be private, that should just be between me and myself, and yet they seem to know the details of it. And it's kind of unnerving because that's knowing me, or knowing the person too well, too close for comfort in this regard. So this comes off as if this person has a boundary problem, and they tend to exaggerate the relationship a little bit. It's almost as if they begin to have a relationship with you in their head that's non-existent in real life. They speak to you as if they've known you for years, as if they're your special person, and usually when you don't notice this, they tend to become angry and they begin to treat you negatively because you don't notice that they care about you so much. And usually in this regard, the person who the point of view the poem is written in is not receptive to this kind of love. I typically would say that this love is kind of non-existent. It's a little delusional because there is no relationship here. This person comes from a place where they know so much about you that they are manipulating you into feeling that you should be with them because they've taken the time to study you. They've taken the time to notice you. This is the type of person that can come up to you, you've never met them before, and they can tell you things about yourself, and that's a little unnerving. It's a little unsettling. This is clearly an act of obsession. This is not love in any way, shape, or form, and it usually rears its head with people that experience loneliness. It's almost as if the person that's obsessed has an ability to pick out people, and they're able to prey on them because you're making them feel as if I'm the only person that's noticing you. I'm the only one that's seeing all the little things that you like and dislike. And it may start off as something that you think is very attractive. Oh my gosh, she notices me. But it eventually turns into something that's a little more sick. And this is another love tactic or love experience that could turn really toxic really fast. This is a relationship that's usually has the potential to become violent, and usually there is a lot of gifts involved coming from the abuser. they have this way about them where they can make you feel as if they're the only person that really sees the real you. So they're all about manipulating this relationship for it to be something real to you. And the reality is it's just making you blind. So in this regard, I would definitely say that there may be a need to bring in a third party, and not in regards to therapy, but maybe in regards to protection, because this kind of obsession is something that's typically only seen for what it is until it gets really bad. So you may want to reevaluate what's going on, and if you see that this is a person that is potentially going to lead you in this direction or in this scenario, the best thing to do is pair up with someone that you trust, contact that person, and in the front of someone that you trust or a figure of authority, let them know that the feelings are no longer reciprocated, or they're not being reciprocated, and you would like for them to stop at this moment. And if things don't proceed to go in the right direction for you, then by all means you should definitely go to the police and report this person, because they're violating your space. This is one of those things where you need to communicate with people outside of the situation so that they're made aware of what's going on. And if you need to make reports about this situation, do it, because anything that you can keep record of to show that this person has overstepped their boundaries on numerous occasions, and it's starting to turn into something that could potentially cause harm and become dangerous. So you definitely want to think along those lines, because safety first. It's very important. The only other thing I want to make mention of in this regard is you want to be careful, because a person like this is very good at manipulation. So they can definitely get away with people not seeing the intensity of their actions. So it's best to be sure that you have witnesses or proof when you want to address the matters regarding the actions of this particular person. Well, this brings us to the end of our fourth poem, and tomorrow night we'll be looking forward to getting into the fifth poem, which is the final poem of the Caution series, and it's called The Planted Seed. This may very well be the one that we've all been waiting for, so definitely stay tuned. Join me tomorrow night, and I look forward to hearing from you. So drop your comments below. If you have any questions, let me know, but definitely tune in tomorrow. Good night.